Imagine a baseball player who makes spectacular plays, diving and leaping to catch balls. You might think they are flawless. But what happens when that same player occasionally bobbles an easy grounder or makes an errant throw? How do those moments of imperfection actually measure up? Well, errors significantly impact a player's fielding percentage calculation by directly lowering it. Every time an error is committed, it counts against the player's successful defensive plays, making their overall defensive reliability appear lower. The core mechanism is quite straightforward. Fielding percentage is calculated by taking the sum of a player's putouts and assists, and then dividing that total by their total number of fielding chances. Total fielding chances include putouts, assists, and errors. So, when an error occurs, it directly increases the denominator in this equation, which mathematically reduces the final percentage. This metric essentially tells us how consistently a player handles the balls hit or thrown their way without making a mistake. To interpret a fielding percentage, remember that a higher number indicates greater defensive consistency and reliability. If a player has a fielding percentage of 980, for example, it means they successfully handled 98% of their defensive opportunities. A lower fielding percentage suggests a player might be prone to more defensive miscues, which can unfortunately extend innings or allow runs to score. It is also worth noting that the official scorer at each game is responsible for deciding what constitutes an error, which can sometimes be a subjective call. An interesting insider detail is that while fielding percentage focuses on avoiding mistakes, other metrics like range factor measure how much ground a player covers and how many plays they attempt to make, regardless of errors. Putouts are plays where a fielder records an out, like catching a fly ball or touching first base before a runner. Assists are plays where a fielder helps another player record an out, such as throwing the ball to first base to get a runner out. Together, these stats provide a fuller picture of defensive prowess. Ultimately, understanding how errors factor into fielding percentage helps us appreciate the true defensive consistency of a player. It is not just about making the flashy plays, but also about reliably handling every routine opportunity without a misstep. This consistency is incredibly valuable to any team, preventing unearned runs and keeping opponents off the bases, thus contributing significantly to winning games.